Your Excellency, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State, our very dear Governor of Rivers State. Your Excellency, my big sister, Professor Mrs. Ngozi Odu, DSSRS, Deputy Governor of Rivers State. Honorable members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, members of the Rivers State Executive Council and the Secretary to the State Government, the Head of Service of Rivers State, my dear sister, Dr. Mrs. Iyingi S.I. Brown, the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Civil Service Matters, the National Executive of the All Progressive Congress, APC, led by Senator Ajibola Bashiru, National Secretary of the party, Permanent Secretaries of Rivers State, the Chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Council, the very good people of Rivers State, I greet you all, my dear brothers and sisters, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited to be here today. As you all know, I am a daughter of the soil. And it is good to be back home. And for this, I really want to appreciate our dear governor for making it possible for me to be here today. Your Excellency, I am humbled and I am honored. Thank you for inviting me. I'm delighted to be in our own Port Harcourt, the Garden City, in our beautiful and great River State, the treasure base of the nation, which I proudly call home. Let me begin by expressing my profound appreciation to His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, and the good people of Rivers State for the gracious invitation to me as special guest at the commissioning of this residential quarters for permanent secretaries right here in Elungbu, Rivers State. The essence of today's event is not the unveiling of physical infrastructures, but the affirmation of values and priorities. Your Excellency, it is obvious that you have made welfare of permanent secretaries a priority, and for this we say thank you. The commissioning of these houses, these very beautiful houses, with the very beautiful demure colors, is actually representing a deliberate commitment to the welfare, dignity, and productivity of senior public servants who bear critical responsibility for policy coordination, institutional continuity, and effective service delivery. Permanent secretaries are the accounting officers, custodians of institutional memory, and the steady hands that ensure continuity between administrations. Unfortunately, there is a widespread misconception that senior civil servants are routinely provided with official housing. The reality is quite the opposite. In this regard, Rivers State has taken a bold and commendable step by deliberately reinvesting in structured housing for its senior public servants. This estate underscores the Rivers State government's commitment not only to project conception, but to delivery and measurable impact. It mirrors the reform policy we continue to advance at the federal level, that reforms must be people-centered, practical, and outcomes-driven. In this regard, I must especially also commend the Permanent Secretary, Rivers State Ministry of Works, Dr. Austin Ezekiel Hart, and the head of the service of Rivers State, my dear sister Ingi Brown, as well as a dedicated team of professionals in the Ministry of Works whose technical oversight, diligence, and commitment ensured the successful execution and timely delivery of this project. Your Excellency, this initiative reflects purposeful leadership and a clear understanding of what it takes to build a resilient, well-motivated, and effective public service. I think this is a good place to clap for His Excellency. It also demonstrates the strength of collaboration between the federal and state governments in advancing public service reforms and aligns squarely with Pillar 6 of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025, which places strong emphasis on staff welfare. Pillar 6 recognizes that a motivated workforce supported by decent living and working conditions is indispensable to achieving efficiency, professionalism, and sustainable reform outcomes across the public service. At the federal level, we are also advancing staff housing initiatives through the Federal Integrated Staff Housing FISH program. This has been boosted by the targeted housing interventions under the Renewed Hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, which places strong emphasis on mass housing and improved welfare as enablers of national productivity and social stability. Your Excellency, investments such as this send a powerful signal to public servants and civil servants that excellence is recognized, service is valued, and leadership is attentive to their well-being. When welfare is prioritized, morale is strengthened, productivity improves, and citizens ultimately benefit from better governance and more responsive institutions. Sustainable public service reform is achieved through policies and systems and deliberate and consistent investment in the people who make governance work. As head of the civil service of the Federation, I therefore commend the Rivers State government for this laudable initiative and again encourage other state governments to follow this worthy example. To the permanent secretaries who will occupy these quarters, I extend my very warm congratulations. We know that every human being as has already been alluded to by the Secretary General of APC, has three fundamental needs: food, shelter, and clothing. These new residential accommodations, set in a conducive environment, provide the support that you need. Now you can go to work each day and return to a home that inspires and motivates you to discharge your responsibilities with renewed commitment, integrity, and professionalism. To reiterate, I wish to, on this occasion, thank His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, for his visionary leadership and consistent support for the public service of Rivers State and indeed the federal government by extension. It is therefore now my privilege and my honor to step forward to formally commission the Permanent Secretary's quarters in Elingbu, Rivers State.